We've often heard that masturbation is something entirely normal. But where's the line? How frequently can you do a physical one? Claiming that masturbation led to illnesses, making it something people were warned against. But let's return to the present. What do we know about masturbation, particularly for men struggling with insomnia? We know it can induce sleep. The French Institute of Health and Medical Research found that after orgasm, the male brain deactivates sexual desire, and the cerebral cortex, the area responsible for conscious thought, enters a state of rest. This not only reduces the desire for further sexual activity, but also promotes sleep, which is why many men fall asleep after sex. So, where's the problem? Hidden within its benefits lies a trap. Masturbation releases dopamine in the brain, the hormone that makes us feel good, relieving stress, providing calm, and giving us a sense of reward. This dopamine rush is so enjoyable that some people become addicted. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders even classifies hypersexuality disorder, which includes compulsive masturbation, as part of obsessive-compulsive disorder. It's a vice that can destroy not only the mind but also families. Over time, you may find yourself unable to control it, becoming a slave to your own impulses. You might start seeking more extreme ways to satisfy this addiction, from engaging with prostitutes to having multiple sexual partners, or, as we discussed in a previous video, consuming excessive amounts of pornography. The saturated dopamine levels in the brain drive you to constantly seek that same pleasure. Your brain begins to crave more and more dopamine to reach the same high you felt initially, pushing you to masturbate more frequently. Eventually, the brain attempts to curb the flood of dopamine by blocking its receptors. As a result, despite performing the act, you feel no pleasure, leaving you frustrated. This endless cycle of chasing pleasure is similar to what happens with other addictions, like smoking, overeating, or alcoholism. At this point, you might be wondering, what does Stoicism have to do with this? Stoics like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, masters of self-control and wisdom, viewed pleasure and desire through a unique lens. For them, it wasn't just about physical satisfaction, but an opportunity to test the limits of mind and body. They saw it as an exercise in self-awareness and a path to true freedom. Epicurus believed that true virtue lies not in indulgence, but in self-restraint. According to the Stoics, learning to enjoy pleasures while maintaining control over them sets apart those who have achieved a higher state of awareness. Instead of being slaves to our desires, we must become their masters. As Seneca reminds us, Stoic philosophy isn't about repression, but about understanding and mastering our impulses. This mastery allows us to direct our emotions towards meaningful self-exploration, going beyond fleeting pleasure to embrace our deepest drives. From a Stoic point of view, every action has consequences, not just for us, but for the natural order of the universe. When we give in to our strongest urges, like uncontrolled masturbation, we lose our connection with nature, a value deeply cherished by Stoics. We become prisoners to our desires, distancing ourselves from true inner peace. Compulsive masturbation can stir up emotions like guilt, shame, and dissatisfaction, which the Stoics taught us to manage through self-reflection and regulation. The Stoics urged us to seek peace within ourselves. Real satisfaction comes from mastering our inner world and finding joy in simplicity and virtue. Let me share an inspiring personal story. I know someone who struggled with compulsive masturbation, seeking temporary pleasure but facing emotional turmoil afterward. Immersing in Stoic teachings, this person learned self-control and underwent a deep transformation. By consciously confronting their desires, they found true joy in self-discipline and now live a life of peace and authenticity, free from the chains of temporary satisfaction. True happiness comes from living according to our principles and values. When we give in to momentary urges, we stray from what we truly value in life. Compulsive masturbation can distance us from our higher purposes, leading us away from the fulfillment found in virtue and inner peace. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, we can cultivate the mental clarity needed to resist temptations and confront our emotions in a healthy way. Addiction to pleasure drags us away from the tranquility that comes from self-control and moderation. My friend, what are you doing with your life? Do you believe sitting at home, Watching these videos and indulging yourself will make you confident or successful? Do you think wasting your time and energy on these distractions will attract the partner you want? No, it won't. So think wisely. I want you to write in the comments, I am a powerful person. I have control over my mind. I choose to do what motivates and improves me. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like the video and subscribe for more.